Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 9th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, got the dogs all outside, kept them quiet until my lovely bride finally started getting up and around, so went ahead and got a few things done, got the dogs fed, all the medications. It's amazing how some dogs come with so many medications and take it surprisingly easily. Other dogs come with no medications at all. Other dogs just you have to struggle to almost hold their mouth open and stuff pills down their throat kind of thing. So I have found a bunch of my dogs are actually doing pretty good. I'm taking a little bit of soft food and I'm crushing the pills into a powder, mixing it up, and then kind of giving it to them more as a treat, and it seems to be tricking them. So I'm mixing it up with some treats and stuff to kind of get it into them, which seems to be working pretty well for me. So I'm liking that idea. But got around, wife got a few things done. She headed into the office and was getting quite a bit of stuff done. We were chatting about doing our grocery shopping today at some point, and wasn't really sure exactly when and where it was going to go down. And I'm like, hey, why don't we just order and have it delivered? And we chatted about it and stuff, and she said she'd look into it. So because I had originally thought, well, I'll run over and do it, and I couldn't really, normally what we do is my wife and my mother go, they can do their grocery shopping and they wander around the stores and they chat and they do their shopping and whatever and whatnot. And I don't enjoy doing that. I've got the dogs here, they're all getting along really good except for the one little healer. She gets way too excited about play and she gets a little bit worked up and that kind of stuff. So I definitely don't want her left alone there with their dogs. So I'll stick her in the bedroom with my wife or in the office with my wife, and then I'll go. Like right now, I'm on a run. I'll leave the dog in a separate room from the rest of the dogs. The rest of the dogs are perfectly fine. My mom and that, but if mom and I both went, I leave just my wife there. And if the dogs start barking the door, so making the door and stuff, she can't get up. She can't do anything, especially with the dogs around her, because they're gonna knock her down or take a chance of knocking her down, especially they're riled up barking the door and stuff if somebody's there making delivery or something, or even just wrong house, solicitors, all that crap. So can't really not feel safe leaving my wife at home alone. Even without the dogs, I wouldn't feel quite so bad, because sort of like a fire, she could just ignore the door and say the hell with it, but it is what it is. So went ahead and said, hey, I can go do the shopping if you want. What if we just did a delivery? Because Winn-Dixie has free delivery after a $35 order. So I was like, let's get our list together and try and do that and see if that works. And I said, if not, at least do a in-store pickup kind of thing, whatever and whatnot, and go from there. So she got it all figured out. I did need to run up to Tractor Supply in New Smyrna, and they also do delivery, but I don't think it's free. And I don't know if they deliver all the way down to us in the next town down, which is I don't know, 8 miles away, probably 10 miles away, something like that, by the time you get different directions and whatnot to the store. So I'm not sure they deliver this far, but I thought I'll use that as an excuse to go up there. And I know Aldi doesn't do delivery at all. There's stuff we wanted from Aldi. So I said, I'll run up to New Smyrna, I'll grab dog food, and then on my back I'll hit Aldi, pick up stuff we need there, and then just have the rest of it delivered. And went fine. I actually went out, I was gonna take the vet. So my thought was, I gotta make 2 trips because I don't want to leave, a bunch of dog food in the car with the top down. No, definitely not putting the top up. But I haven't driven that vet for so long because waiting for the roof to get done and that. The dumpster's in the way, and then I got a client's vehicle on basically stored for him, letting it park in my driveway. So I got that kind of in the way as well. Also, so I'm driving the vet. And in that process, the vet has a small little vampire drain. I'm not sure where it is. I'm not sure if the battery's bad or if I have a small drain on the battery. As long as I drive it at least once a week, it's really not a problem. But if it sets more than that, it will not start. So whatever it is, it drops down to 10 volts and then stops. There's never been below 10 volts, but it drops down to 10 volts. It makes me think that the battery itself is weak at best. So I don't know. There's a battery tender on it, so I went ahead and ran over to the old garage, grabbed a battery extension cord, and got it plugged in. So next time I want to take the car, I can. But went ahead and just took the Focus over, took the car over, and I was like, well, moved it over to the other house, and then moved the BMW that I'm storing into a better spot in the driveway. And then I thought, well, the last time I tried driving my truck, it acted up, and it acted like it wanted to die. It was low on power. Also, the battery was dead. It was pulling my voltage. When I had a little issue with it, my mom and I were together last weekend to go grocery shopping with the dogs, and I was like, I don't like that idea. So I thought, well, I'm alone. I'm here today. Worst case scenario, I'll call somebody and come give me a ride home, or I got AAA, so I can have my truck towed back if it doesn't run. But I'm by myself, no dogs to worry about, no other people, no nothing. So jumped in the truck, headed over, got all my dog food, picked up a giant dog bone as well for my dog. Every once in a while I look, and they have some that are like way bigger than others. They're all the same price. So anytime I see one of the big giant ones, I pick it up. So grab one of those and then headed up back to the house. Stopped by Aldi's on the way, grabbed my groceries I needed there. Only a few things on the list that was needed, so I was able to get that all filled and got back home and loaded all the groceries and stuff, and was hanging out. Decided to go ahead and basically went and got my run in since the dogs were still chilling out good. Got back from there and decided to go clean the pool. So went out and cleaned the pool. In the process of cleaning the pool, I ended up in the pool because you just can't clean it as well. If you're inside, you can kind of scoop up the sides better with the leaf net, and there's just so many leaves in that damn pool because it was for Karen, and then she broke her damn knee. So I think she used it 4 times maybe before she broke her knee. So I don't know, $1,500 into this damn pool. So it's definitely not been a good investment so far for enjoyment and cost. It definitely is not a good investment. But been out there cleaning it, signed up in the pool, cleaned it all up, and they made the delivery. So yeah, the dogs are outside, me hanging out, chilling out. But while I was cleaning the pool, I had the dogs in the second part of the yard where the pool is, and that little healer, she just went nuts, man. She started trying to get the dogs to chase her because she wants to play chase, and the other dogs don't want to play chase because it's just not how they play. They don't play that way. The other two dogs, I got one dog super old, but the other 2 pit bulls I'm watching, the owners don't take them to dog parks and stuff. They don't socialize them, so the dogs don't know how to play at all. And she was went aggro on one of the pit bulls, and I was barking at him and biting at him and just losing her damn mind, to the point I had to run over and scream at her to get her to stop. And then I separated her from the other one, so basically she got to hang out on the other side of the fence by herself. I was just like, nope, it's too much. But this is the longest she's been here without other dogs to hyper to chase and play with, and she started even playing chase with herself, kind of thing. It's it's all she wants is something to chase her because she loves to be chased. But these dogs don't chase, so she got so mad about it that had these dogs had any aggression in them, they would have just whooped her ass because she was being such a dickhead to them. But they're both super sweet pit bulls. They're so kind and so nice, and it was just crazy how pleasantly he was just looking at her what the hell is wrong with you, why are you acting like that, kind of thing. And she was just so aggressive at him. It was she wasn't biting them, but she was biting at them and barking at them, trying to get her to chase her, and they wouldn't do with it. So got done with that, headed back inside, got myself a shower, ended up having leftover spaghetti for dinner, watched an episode of Grace and Frankie, and enjoyed that. Headed back outside afterwards, hang out with all the dogs. And as long as I'm out there with them, I let all the dogs hang out together, but I just don't leave the little healer by herself with other dogs anymore because she just gets a little bit too aggro and just gets upset they're not chasing the way she wants them to chase her. So, and it is what it is there. But yeah, so we hung out from there. Basically a couple things done. Stretched my wife's knee a few times today. The doctor, the surgeon, wants it to be at 90 degrees within the next, I think it's a month before he sees her again. And sometimes they're better than others. A lot of times her muscles, she tightens her muscles, and I can't flex it because I'm afraid I'm going to tear the tendons that we're trying to. So I gotta keep trying to get her to relax her muscles so I can bend the leg more, and then it hurts, and of course it tightens, and it hurts worse, and it becomes a whole thing. But we've been dealing the best way we can and going from there. So she's feeling way better. She was able to shower, which is one of those things she hadn't been able to do since the surgery, and she was super excited about that. So that's definitely making her feel much better about life in general. So I also noticed in the guy's car I'm storing, as I parked it, as I cranked it into its last spot, I cranked the wheel kind of sharp driver's side as I backed in to kind of move the front over to the edge of the driveway. The tire, of course, sticks out the angle, you try and get photos and stuff, a very cool car angle, whatever. But the tire was super bald on the outside. It's out of alignment, and it's actually thread showing. I live hours away from here, and I'm not sure which car they're taking to the airport next week, but I didn't want them to have a blowout, so I sent him a picture of it, let him know that the tire was messed up. So hopefully get that figured out. I did send him a place. He asked me if there was a place right does tire shops and stuff. I told him about the place that I use and told him they don't open until Monday, whatnot. But he's got that whole thing to get figured out. So, but I realized I'm not certain if he knows the size of tires his car takes, and I'm gonna grab a picture of the diameter and the size that 235, 70, 14, whatever size it is. And I'll send it to him so he can find out the shop's got it. So, but the one shop I told him, I basically said, this is the place I go. It's kind of a crappy looking shop, but they're super kind people and they always have the best prices around. So she seemed thankful for that, and it's all good. So anyway, that's all I got for now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.